making another move. I will be making my 6th move in 5 years. So I'm averaging a move every 10 months. With that experience, I've developed some opinions, and I'm going to share those opinions with you. First thing, I love that every move I've made, it's felt like a move forward. Whether it's either moving up through my career for job reasons, or moving closer to my wife, or moving in with my wife, everything has been a progression. And along with that, everything's been a move up as well. So going through life, start at a very low point. My wife would agree that my first apartment was very, very low bar set as far as living standards. Very small 1-bedroom apartment. Maybe I've had some rodent issues. But from that point, every step has been up. And so that has been a part that I've enjoyed as well, the moving forward and moving up. One thing I hate about moving is the inefficiency of it. Those of you who heard my first speech, you understand my slight obsession with efficiency. With every move, there comes a lot of different costs. One, there's the financial costs. If you're moving the house, you got all sorts of closing costs, loan costs, down payments. Any move, you're going to have utility costs, and then there's the actual move itself that's going to cost money. Then there's the time cost, the time to pack everything up, to physically move it to a new place, unpack, redecorate, all that time going into that move. And lastly, there's the physical cost. The cost of the sore back the next day after lifting the heavy furniture, or the strained muscle, and that time off you now need because you hurt your leg or something. There's always that cost as well. So with every move, there's that inefficiency, unless you are already having to move for other reasons that you may not already need to do. Neighbors can be a mixed bag of love and hate. I've had some neighbors I've loved to move away from, and some neighbors I've hated to move away from. My second move, I was very glad to move away from the smell of curry. It permeated the apartment like nothing. I'm glad I don't have to smell curry again. I've moved away from neighbors that I didn't want to move away from. My hockey-loving neighbor, got along with him great. We talked about that all the time. Especially neighbors that would like to help out when you're out there doing yard work. They'd come over and help out, and you'd go over there. Hated moving away from those people. And so it's a mixture of emotions moving away from either neighbors you don't necessarily get along with or the unknown of what you're going to get in the future. So mixed bag neighbors. The other thing I love is going through old stuff for 2 reasons. One, you get rid of all that junk that you don't need anymore. That receipt that's from Burger King that's been in your drawer for 5 months you don't know why you kept, you finally get rid of that. The old gifts that you've been meaning to take to Goodwill because you really aren't ever going to use those, you finally take those because you don't want to move them anymore. And then along with that, there's the chance to reminisce on things that you've come across. Maybe there's a postcard you threw in the back of a drawer that you come across. You're like, oh, I remember that trip. That was a fun trip. Or old photos that you have tucked away somewhere. You come across. A lot of times when you're moving, you finally start moving all this stuff around that you've accumulated over a long period of time, and you get to go through it all again. So that's one part that I really do enjoy about moving. Lastly, I hate all of the paperwork. There's tons of paperwork, especially if you're buying a new house. I would imagine you sign your name over 100 times in buying a house, between all the loan documents, insurance documents, all the government documents that come with it, utility changes, all that kind of thing. It just really adds up. And along with that, too, you have your address updates. You don't realize how many people need your address until you move. I was actually doing this last night, writing down the address, all the people I need to change my address with. It's a page long. And so started that effort today. So a lot of paperwork, and there can be mistakes made along the way that could cost you on the road. Like the one time I lost my car insurance because I didn't realize I had payments due. That's another story. And luckily, the officer was very nice. But so there's all those motions about paperwork that I very much dislike. So all in all, when it comes to moving, I've got mixed feelings towards it. Some things I enjoy, some things I don't. But regardless, there's always the excitement and joy of moving on to something new and moving on in life. Thank you.